Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome again to the Aware Network. And I wanted to just pop in today really quick. I know I didn't get a chance to post yesterday. Actually, I did do some recording yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to post it. However, I just wanted to pop in on you guys, check and see how everybody is doing, and as you are making your progression into coming into your true identity as an African/African American, as a melanated people. It's so important that we understand who we are, where we come from, know our culture, know our traditions, who we are at the root level, how we've been in existence since the beginning of time, and how our ancestors function during the dispensations that they lived in, and how we should continue to function in the dispensation that we live in right now. I think it's vitally imperative as our communities and African communities evolve, as we become more aware of who we are. I believe that we're able to accomplish much more. We're able to know our specific place in society, regardless of wherever we are. I think there are some things that we've done over time that did allow us to come into these different cultures that we found ourselves in, and make large impacts. But I believe there's more impact that we're called to make. But I believe that we're stifled if we don't really understand who we are, where we come from, knowing our position individually, and then be able to walk in our specific identity and our callings, and knowing that is very, very, very important. Because without that, we cannot maximize the power that we have as individuals and corporately as a people. We can't maximize that power to really make strong impact and really bring about change in this globe, right? In this thing we call a globe, or this world. In order to do that, we really have to understand who we are. So one of the primary functions of the Aware Network is to raise that awareness, right? It's not to downplay where anybody is right now. It's not to downplay, your walk in this earth right now. But I believe that, it's like that saying. I remember growing up, there used to be a TV commercials talked about the more you know, the more you grow, or the more you know, the further you go. And so that's one of the things that is so true, right? That applies to all people, any nationality, no matter where you're from, no matter what culture that you grew up in or that you're in right now, right? That applies to you, because knowledge is power. Information brings about transformation, and we believe in positive transformation here at the Aware Network. One of the things that I wanted to introduce you guys to on today, because I'm an avid reader. I'm a big reader. I'm actually, it's funny that I would say that, but I'm actually at a brand new library facility out here in Florida. There's a major event going on, but I wanted to bring something to you all's attention that I believe that this book will be fantastic for your library, but I also think it'd be a fantastic read for you, because this book is called Spirituality Before Religions. It's by Professor Kaba Hiawatha Kameem. Him, let you see what it looks like. Here's the title of the book, and here's what the face of the book looks like. Yeah, you guys want to get this book in your library. this awesome professor is like what I would call, and what many would call, a great elder in the African community. He is extremely knowledgeable on the history of the African people. Whether it be he's talking about our names, whether he has knowledge of the tribes. He has this knowledge of our royalty, and going down to the root level of who we are, where we came from, and how we can embrace our heritage and really become and be involved into a greater people. And so, if you get a chance, it's definitely something you wanna grab a hold of, right? There's so much in this book that Professor Kemetic has put in this book, that I'm telling you, it's gonna literally open your eyes wide open, right? I mean, open your eyes, tremendously. This is a good one. This is like one of the books that I'm reading. I'm actually known by family and friends. I could read 100 books a year, and I'm not exaggerating that number, right? I've done more than that before, but I'm an avid reader. I believe in the power of knowledge, and I believe that there's wisdom can be obtained through the information that you gather, and not only through your experiences in life, but also the information that you have. Oftentimes I say the only thing that separates you from where you are now and where you would like to be is just information and action. Those are the only two things: information and action. What you know and what you do. That's the only thing that will separate you from achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. So definitely grab that book. The other book I want to give you, which is this book is a very good read. This gentleman actually kind of walks you through on the spiritual side of our history, right? Our spiritual identity. In other words, how did our ancestors practice spirituality, right? And so in this book, which is one out of a series of 3 separate books, it's called The God Genes Decoded. God Genes Decoded. Here's what the book looks like. Excuse the glare because I am outside, but it's about R.A. Waldron. And it's still kind of, oh, there we go, R.A. Waldron. So if you have the opportunity, make sure you grab this book as well. It's called, again, The God Genes Decoded: Secrets of the Universe Revealed in the Anatomy and Evolution of Consciousness in Ancient Egyptian Cosmology. Right, so we're talking about the people of Kemet, the people of Nubia, the first tribes that graced the scene of this earth. And it's really good. It's going to open you up. It's a deep read. Going to educate you really well. I'm just an avid reader. I'm going to keep bringing you guys some good books that you can grab, because as I rise, I believe that I believe in bringing everybody else up with me. And so definitely you want to grab those books, and they're not the only ones. There are plenty of other ones. Like I said, I will definitely expose you guys to my library as it increases. But listen, guys, continue to pursue everything concerning your identity, because at that point it begins to open you up to who you really are and what you're called to do. A lot of people live a life that they're not satisfied, right? They always feel like there's something else. There's something else either I'm called to do or I should be doing. There's so much more to me than just being, right? And one of the things that I know from my own experience, after, I was born and raised as a Christian, and spent a lot of time in the church. I later became a minister. Um, I preached around the United States for several years. But it wasn't until COVID came and where I had to sit still for a while and things began to settle down that I began to dig deeper. And as I began to dig deeper, I became aware of so much more, right? I was listening to a great teacher by the name of Dr. Ray Hagins. And one of the things Ray Hagins does is he, at every time, and in the beginning of any of his lectures, he tells everybody put up a circle like this, right? Put up a circle. And he talks about how this circle represents your mind and what you already know right now, right? But we have to come into the realization that there's so much more outside of the circumference of our current knowledge. So much more. And one of the things that I know that religion does is it keeps you inside that globe, keeps you inside that bubble, because religion doesn't want you to know that there's more outside. There's more to this than what you currently know or what you currently practice, right? And it's not a knock on what people practice, what you do. I don't care if you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, whatever it is. But know that there is more. And when you're ready to come outside of the circle, you'll begin to evolve even more so as a person, right? You'll become even greater than what you already are, right? It's not to mean that you can drop and leave whatever it is that you do, believe in, or practice. But the number one thing is that you're made aware. You need to come into a realm of awareness where you can make better decisions on what you do, how you operate, what you function, drawing the line between what you believe and what you know, right? Because belief requires no knowledge. Belief requires no knowledge of anything else. It's just belief is tapping into a system, hearing it and say, hey, okay, I believe that, I'm going to practice that. I don't need any proof. But gaining knowledge is where you start gaining proof. You're getting a greater understanding on why things are the way that they are, and you're able to make a more sound decision. And that's really what life is about, being able to make those sound decisions so that you can be more of an impact, and that you can activate the areas of your life that have been laying dormant that need to be activated. And that activation first starts in the mind. And once those blocks and those spaces in your mind that have not been activated become activated, then you become a better person. You're able to reach more, teach more, make a stronger impact. Knowing what's outside of your current circumference of knowing is extremely important. So listen, continue to ride with me right here on the Aware Network as I'm building and gaining greater relationships and finding out more. I'm gonna educate you. I'm gonna bring some other people in. We're gonna do some talking. And hey, listen, I like to say to all my African people, salute in Ma'at Hotep. And listen, have an awesome day on purpose. Peace.